tonight?
You name it. I mean, they got anything they wanted, Anthony. You know, they made threes. They scored in the paint. They got offensive boards, and they're a good team. They spread you out. They got shooters everywhere, and Capella's a load. So we just never had any traction defensively, and that's 2 nights in a row that's happened. So disappointing for a team that's been very good defensively all year. We're definitely in a funk at that end of the floor right now.
What's your concern level with just the general effort lately?
Well, I think we've lost a little confidence, the last couple games, and it just feels like the guys have let that affect them. We're going to have to dig our way out of it. That's the bottom line. We're going to have to climb out of the hole, and the only way you do that is by fighting. And they've got to have a little more confidence as a group, and they're going to have to fight their way out of it together. But I'm confident that will happen.
Did back-to-back nights of defensive struggles kind of surprise you, knowing how well your team tends to bounce back the next day?
Yeah, it's surprising, but it's been a tough couple of days, obviously, a tough stretch for us, a little bit undermanned, and obviously without Steph, we lose some of our leadership and our swagger as a team. And then, of course, last night without Draymond against a really good offensive team, we got staggered, and I thought that carried over to tonight.
Thank you. Steve, earlier this season, you guys won some games with grit, and there has been a total absence of it, it seems like, the last couple nights. How does the team restart that part of the game? Because for this team, it really has to have that to have a chance.
Yeah, no, grit is everything for us, Monty. That's what translates defensively, and that's what gives you a chance. And really, we've been good defensively all year, so we're in a funk. And as I said, the offense and the defense connect, and the confidence connects. I think usually you equate confidence with the offensive side of the ball. I think we've lost a little confidence defensively. So the only way to get out of it is to compete like crazy and grind out a win and feel better about things. So that's what we have to do.
You mentioned losing confidence there defensively. I guess I'm curious what like a confident defense would look like.
Much more active, engaged, louder. I think you hear a confident defense sometimes, especially in these empty stadiums. You can hear guys talking or maybe not. And a team that's lacking confidence is not trusting its rotations and trusting each other, and there's no communication. And that's been the case the last couple of nights. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Appreciate that. I have a couple other guys to queue up here shortly.
Nico, Wes Goldberg, Barry News Group. What do you think the biggest issue for you guys has been defensively over the last several games?
Energy and communication. We just seems like, I think we're falling into a little hole of just not competing, and I think just over the course of so many games, I think everyone just starts to lose a little bit of focus, a little bit of competitiveness, and we can't do that. So I need to be better. I think we as a group need to be better, just locking in mentally. Like I said, being vocal, bringing energy, and just being locked in on the game plan mentally.
How big an issue do you think just like pure effort has been out there?
Can you say that one more time?
How big an issue, particularly defensively, have you think effort has been?
I wouldn't say it's effort. I would just say it's just being locked in, like I just said a second ago, locked in mentally. Because when you're locked in mentally, you're focused. When you're talking, it's easier to compete. And I think competitiveness is a big thing for us right now.
Jordan, what do you think has been the biggest defensive? What do you think was the biggest defensive issue tonight?
I don't know. We need to figure it out, though. We need to figure it out.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Kevon, I mean, you guys have been, a good defensive team this season. I think you were fourth at some point in the first half. What do you think is gone wrong lately?
I mean, everything's been going wrong on that side of the ball. I mean, lack of communication. We played against some pretty good offensive teams the last two games, but we kind of just lost our identity. Last night missing Draymond was tough, and then coming in today off of back-to-back, it was. We won't want to make excuses, but it was just tough. We didn't really get into the ball early, and they kind of had us on our heels the whole game, and we just got away from our identity. I've been one of the best defensive teams all year. We've been great on the ball and rotating and causing chaos on that side of the ball. But tonight last two games we just lost our identity. We just got to get back to playing our style of basketball.
Kevon, is there a particular reason why you think you lost your identity? Why maybe the communication has slipped and things like that?
It's nothing I could put my finger on. I think it's a group thing. It's been a long season. You have sometimes you have stretches where you struggle on offense and defense, but I think for most of the year, even though we've been struggling, our consistency has been our defense. And the last two games, I think we just kind of got away from that. I think last game we saw the ball go in the first quarter, and we just thought it was going to be easy and just be able to just outscore somebody, and we got away from our identity. And I think it carried over to the night. And we got to just get back to playing our style as defense first, and let the defense fuel our offense, and not really let our offense lead us.
Got Andrew Wiggins to wrap it up here. We have your second name and affiliation, please.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Lynn. Appreciate that.
Oh.
Andrew, what's the key to finding a spark of confidence again? How does a team get that?
Just doing the little things. I feel like we're talented enough to beat anybody. We can score if anybody. We're scoring enough points to win the game. It's just on the other side, we're not there. That's the main thing.